Free markets encourage competition and experimentation. In a free market society, can the pie get bigger? Can everybody rise up the ladder if they want to? Yeah, they can. Of course, all it starts is with ideas, creating and innovating, and then you start building. This is a gentleman, it's a comedian. Even in the entertainment industry, we have the pies getting bigger and wealth creation going on. Sebastian Maniscalco. This guy had a dream, an idea in his head one day that he wanted to be a successful comedian. He came to Los Angeles in 1998 and started honing his craft, and now he's selling out shows in Madison Square Garden.
Born in Chicago, it was LA's famous Comedy Store where Maniscalco first honed his act.
When I came out here in 1998, I'm like, this is where I have to be, this is where I have to start. By the way, this is my first walk and talk interview. I've never had a mobile interview before.
You're doing it well.
While working as a waiter at a nearby hotel, he would race here on his breaks to do stand-up.
With this parking in LA, by the time I get out of my car and read all the signs, I'm getting a ticket.
On the way up, he studied the observational humor of Jerry Seinfeld and the physicality of the late John Ritter.
I watched Three's Company like it was game tape.
Do you ever dress an infant? They have no core, so it's... If I'm on an airplane and 4 stormtroopers get on my plane with flak jackets on that say security, and they come right to my row and tell me, hey, you're gonna have to get up. I'm up!
Meet the new king of comedy.
I come from middle class upbringing. They never bought us a damn thing. I'm like, Dad, can we get a dog? Dog, yeah. 2 houses down, they got a dog.
Sebastian Maniscalco.
I come from a negative family. So when I got the Garden, my father was like, well, 4 shows? You're gonna be exhausted.
The Garden, as in Madison Square, sold out shows.
It's good enough.
On the heels of a best-selling memoir, specials on cable and Netflix.
So he made a bigger pie all around him. And imagine what it takes to put on a show at Madison Square Garden. You need all the food in the stadium and around the stadium and all the transportation to get the people in and out and all the workers working that night. You know, it's amazing. And then the specials on Netflix, all the technology that goes into that. Capitalism creates bigger pie, and everybody loves pie. In a free market, the pie can get bigger.
Now, back in 1862, during the Civil War, the U.S. federal budget was about $530 million. In 2010, that number was $3.55 trillion. That's $3,550 billion. It's about 7,000 times more. Now, does that mean, in very general terms, just as a milestone, that there is 7,000 times as much wealth in America today as there was back in 1862? Yeah, it absolutely means that. The population of America today is only about 10 times what it was then, but the country is unimaginably wealthier. In 1862, the city that I live in, Los Angeles, looked like this. This was downtown Los Angeles right around the time that the U.S. federal budget was $500 million. Today, Los Angeles looks like this. Now, if wealth is limited, where did all this stuff come from? All of the shops, the restaurants, the 7-Elevens, and the endless rows of houses, each with automobiles, air conditioning, widescreen TVs, Xbox 360s, and all the rest. Where did the money, the excess wealth, come from to turn Los Angeles from a couple of huts into this? Oh, and by the way, this is a place where the poorest people have things that the richest people in 1862 never had or could have dreamed of buying. Things like antibiotics, electricity, cell phones, and 1,000 other common everyday miracles.
And that was Los Angeles. This is New York City in 1903 and New York City in 2019. Tremendous amount of wealth that was created in just those 2 cities alone. Now think about a global economy in all the cities and even the small towns. Look at Menifee. Kara, when we moved here in the late 1980s, the bridge going over the 215 was a 2-lane with stop signs. 2 lanes with stop signs. Look at it today. It's all over the world.